Welcome to Living Notes podcast Behind the Scenes. My name is Olya and I'm the host of this podcast. Here you will find raw, unfiltered life stories just as they come, amazing, informative interviews from the best experts in different fields, and we're going to talk about everything from beauty to parenting to childbirth to womanhood to clean living to wellness. You name it, we're going to talk about it, I guarantee you. But most importantly, on Behind the Scenes, you're going to find real stories from real people that live in real world today. Things that happen behind the scenes and that are not seen on social media. We love having you here. Thank you and welcome.
Today we share an exclusive interview with Behnke, who is the founder of Juice Beauty. During the conversation, Olya asks many intimate questions which discover some interesting facts about the company as well as some of the history behind it. We hope you enjoy, and now let's go into the conversation.
Well, nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you too. Thank you so much for finding time.
Oh yeah, no, I love your site. It's just, I can't believe all the kids you have. My Lord, it's amazing, and how you're still doing all this. It's great.
Oh, we love doing that. So that's what we do. So Juice Beauty, an incredible discovery that I just really am blown away by, because we've been researching, I've been in this trying to find the good, clean skincare that works for quite a few years. And while there's a lot of clean skincare and clean products and clean makeup and everything, not everything worked. So we started this back in 2008 and 9, and then we stepped back because it just wasn't balanced. It was all natural, but I felt like it was just as effective as I would just pull out some strawberries or cucumbers from my fridge and use that on my face. Then, the products, and then I discovered the Juice Beauty, which blows my mind away because it delivers incredible results, better than those you can get from the doctor's office, the high.
That you get in the dermatology or the plastic surgery offices, correct? Yeah,
exactly. And it does all of that plus some more, and it's clean. How?
Thank you. First of all, thank you for recognizing it. Secondly, thank you for spreading the health and wellness word with your living notes and everything. It's just incredible because, I started in the health and wellness world and field in the early 1980s. So it's just so thrilling to me when I see people just passionate about healthy lifestyles. It's so great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. So how, I'll tell you, so do you want me to tell you a little bit why?
Absolutely.
Or how? Okay.
Please, yes.
Well, so I kind of taking off on what we were just talking about there is starting in the health and wellness field. I didn't, as a Juice Beauty founder and a beauty founder, brand founder, I'm a little unusual in that I didn't, have the typical story of starting at the Estee Lauder counter when I was 18 or what have you. And I really started in the health and wellness and fitness field. I started one of the first, I had an aerobics company right out of college, and then back in the Jane Fonda days with shin splints and leg warmers, and then started one of the first corporate wellness companies in the early 80s. And it really propelled, helped pioneer that whole industry through a lot of hard work and passion. And then fast forward all the way to, being one of the first actually authentically organic beauty companies, because we're 13 and a half now. So I think it really stems from me, from being mission driven and coming from a wellness and fitness base and being able to think about beauty differently. And that, to me, you just never compromised it. First of all, we had to have efficacy first and foremost, because we all want to help with our wrinkles and our blemishes and our skin tone and texture. But why would anyone have to ever use anything that would be harmful to your health or the planet or animals? And so it's kind of as simple as that with me. It was just like never compromise on efficacy or on ingredients.
Can plant-based skincare really be effective? I mean, that's the question that people, whenever they read and they go, oh, like, well, but can it really work?
So what we did in thinking differently and not having, entrenched ideas about the chemistry of beauty, I worked with a ton of scientists years ago. And what I discovered was kind of shocking to me in that conventional chemical brands start out with butylene, propylene glycols, PEGs, all of those glycol type things that you read about, which is they're all petroleum derivatives, which you have to mine the earth and you have to, it laced with a lot of chemicals and et cetera, et cetera. And it seemed a little occlusive to me. So I thought, well, that's just, I don't know. That, yes, it feels good. It's like Vaseline, but it just doesn't seem like that's a great idea. So then I looked at a lot of the naturals way back when, and they start out with water, which is better, but it dilutes. And I was thinking of efficacy, and I thought, I really want that hardcore conventional chemical efficacy, but I want it with an actual organic products. So my concept was to start out with organic botanical juices, so organic grapeseed, organic resveratrol rich grapeseed, aloes, jojoba, shays, that were already jam-packed with vitamins and minerals, and then to add the powerful ingredients to that, whether it was hyaluronic acid or malic acid or peptides from plant-based products. And my concept was every organic drop would feed your skin and we would have higher clinical results. And at about year 5, so we're 13 and a half now, about year 5, we met and then surpassed most of the conventional chemical clinicals. So we were very, very excited. So yes, plant-based ingredients can have the same efficacy or better. And I'll tell you something else about organic farming, but to answer your question, yes.
I do want to come back to the organic farming as well, but tell me more about the science behind Juice Beauty, because I use the Signal Peptides Firming Serum, and it literally delivers results like in front of my eyes. But the one that shocked me the most is one of your newest, is the peel, the spray peel, the one that I'm talking about, that you spray on. And when I was using it, my very first time, I was like, oh, I wonder, I sprayed it on my hands instead of, I tried to spray it on my face, but it just felt a little too strong. So I sprayed it on my fingers, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what they're using. Like, there's this little things that are in it. And then I realized that it was my skin. And I was like, oh my heavens. But and then I put it on my skin, on my face, and my face was just incredibly, like, there's a lot of skin that peeled off, but there was no dryness. There was no redness. There was none of the things that you get. And I've always been afraid of peels. I've never done a chemical one because I had plenty of friends who have, and I've seen what it does.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, it's the effect without the side effects.
Right. Well, so to start with why we did that product, we started out, I have to start with the green apple peel. And our green apple peel masks, we have full strength and sensitive, we have pregnancy, we have blemish. So we have several in that family. Those are night masks where you put the peel on as a mask, and your skin, and you wear it for 10, 15, 20 minutes, if you're me, 30, and then rinse it off, and your serum and moisturizer will soak right in. Those masks really put us on the map, our peel masks, because years and years ago, people would say, well, do plant-based ingredients, do organic ingredients really work? And I would say, have you ever tried our green apple peels? And inevitably they would come back and say, oh my God, those work.
Right.
So that, based on the success of those peels, and we patented it, et cetera. Kate Hudson started writing about it in 2007, which was a big turning point for us. And so we wanted something quicker for the morning. And so we worked for, 2-3 years on the exfoliating peel spray, the stem cellular exfoliating peel spray. It took a really, really long time because everything we do is we have to do it with the plant-based alternative. So that's healthy and that's not stripping the earth also. So we took a form of a salt, a cetrimonium chloride salt, and we took some coconut enzymes and various things, and we just worked and worked and worked until we got the action of the exfoliation. And then we knew that people would, not you, because you can identify skin, but we thought someone's going to challenge us. So we sent it to the same out. We use different formulation labs, of course, than all the bigger brands because we use organic lines, but we use the same clinical testing efficacy labs as the big brands just because we want to make sure that we have the same, scientists. And so we sent it out to the same lab that a lot of the big brands use, and they came back with the full analysis that yes, everyone they tested on, it's actually skin coming off. So we posted those on our website in case there were any naysayers. But how I use that product, and it just shows you the efficacy of what we can do. And we have amazing scientists. We have 3 chemists in-house and 9 on contract. And we work with leading scientific groups. And it's just, we're really a science-based brand. But how I use that product is I use that product in the shower. So I'll go shake it vigorously, activate everything, and then spray it on your forehead. Let it sink in for a couple seconds, and you work it in with your fingers and small, just little like circles. Then I do one side of the face, then I do the other side, then I do my neck, then I do my décolleté, and then finishing with the tops of the hands. And if you're in the shower, then you can just rinse all that skin off.
Right. But yeah, my hands, I became incredibly soft and delicate, which is something I haven't seen in years since I started using that. Yeah, it's incredible.
Particularly, you probably wash your hands a lot with all your children and everything. So it's, they get a lot of wear and tear. And you're in LA, correct?
Yes. Yeah,
a lot of sun, a lot of wear and tear, pollution, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, your hands take a lot of beating. Everyone's hands take so much beating.
So let's talk about a little bit why, in your opinion, choosing clean skincare is important, both short-term and long run.
Well, for us, it's really mission driven, and everything that I have done, whether it's my fitness company or my corporate wellness company or Juice Beauty, it's 50-50 mission and then cold hard business goals, but I marry those two because I can't imagine that you would ever have to separate that, so our mission at Juice Beauty is really to be the pioneers, to believe in transformation without compromise, and to deliver clinically validated, authentically organic beauty products from a kind of a Northern California wellness point of view. So that's really, really what we do, and that's why we just that's our mission, and we never compromise. It's funny, I had a natural brand stopped in not too long ago, and the scientists and everybody were here, and just to say hi and everything, and they said, well, what happens when you come up with an ingredient that you really want to use, but that it's not quite, it might be bad for the planet or bad, has some health risks. And I said, it's simple. We don't use it. And they said, no, really, what do you do? How long do you debate? And I'm like, we don't use it. So it's fun. It just, we never compromise on any of that. So that's our mission, and that's what we do. And we're out also to build a sustainable company from top to bottom.
I love that. You mentioned about the importance of organic farming.
Yes.
Why is that important?
So first I'll talk about vanity, then I'll talk about the earth. Vanity-wise, the several institutions and academic centers have great studies that show that farming organically as opposed to conventionally yield about it can be up to a 30% higher antioxidant level in fruits and vegetables and plants. And so not only is that great when you choose organic to eat, because antioxidants are great for you to ingest, but antioxidants are amazing for your skin. And they fight free radicals, which are all the bad things that hit your skin all day with ultraviolet light, sunlight, heat, air conditioning, etc. And so high antioxidant levels are really what we stand for. And so that's the positive part of organic farming for skincare as well as food. And then it goes further than that for us, though. We want to do everything we can do to limit pesticides on this earth. And, glyphosate, Roundup, I mean, the damage that one chemical has caused is unbelievable. And so, and those pesticides live on to your kids, grandkids, grandkids. They will just not leave this earth. So, and they've been harmful to animals and the whole plant and animal cycle. And it just goes much further than that. But also, we just don't think it's great for pesticide residue to potentially be in our beauty products.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I support, and I'm just sitting here quietly admiring that I've met somebody who is so driven and so dedicated. It really is an honor. Thank you.
Well, thank you, because it's a pain in the behind to be around me, because I question everything. Like, where did that come from? Where was it sourced? Where was it? Kind of a pain.
No, it's the pain that everybody probably should have. Tell me something about Juice Beauty that nobody knows, but everyone should.
Oh. Well, one thing people don't know, we're 13 and a half years old. Most people
know that too.
Most people know that Gwyneth Paltrow is a shareholder at Juice Beauty and was our creative director for a couple of years and a great partner. And she named all of the we came out with Phytopigments makeup under her creative direction, and she named all 75 products. I mean, whether it was, and that's a lot to do, let me tell you, whether it was our Last Looks, Phytopigments Last Looks cream blush, because they scream apparently on the set Last Looks, or whether it was our lip care, our liquid lip that has very cool names, such as Gwyneth, Blythe, Apple, Kate, Cameron, Drew, etc., Reese, etc. But she named all those, and then named our lip crayons and things after some of her favorite beaches, and so that's kind of a little fun fact too. I think a lot of people are just learning that we were born out of the wellness movement, not the wellness and fitness movement. And you do know that we opened a Juice Beauty farm, right?
No.
There you go. Okay, good. Yay, I found something, because you knew the rest of it, I think. Yes, we opened just a few months ago, our Juice Beauty farm.
Where is that?
It's in Sonoma County in the very, very ultra chic Healdsburg. So we, our goal was to really bring California wellness, the power of antioxidants, power of organic ingredients to life for our brand. And so we bought the farm, and we are converting it from the highest level of sustainability to certified organic over the next few years. But in the meantime, it's just brand immersion. So we're hosting various things up there. So you'll have to come visit us.
Absolutely. This is the first time when I regretted we moved from San Francisco.
Oh, I know.
Because we were right nearby.
Here. Right.
I
know.
Now that we touched on Gwyneth Paltrow, I know that Goop has their own line of skincare,
yes.
But that is also, it says Goop and then it says Juice Beauty. So
correct.
How different are they? If people were to buy one, just Juice Beauty or Goop's version? Well,
we our chemists formulated the Goop by Juice Beauty products, and of course, Gwyneth, under her creative direction, she has amazing taste and amazing, and she's very discriminating with what she wants. I mean, she likes premium products, as we all know. So she just drove beautiful products. I mean, it's a different technology. It's a age defy all kind of skin types technology, but it's just a slightly different technology with slightly different ingredients.
So it's different. It's not a Goops just kind of label over the Juice Beauty. It's a completely different line of its own.
It's a different line of products, and so we created 7 products for them by Juice Beauty, and they're beautiful, beautiful products. In fact, they sell out all the time.
I've tried them too. They're great. I was just wondering if there was an analog in the Juice Beauty, or if they're completely separate, different products, standalone products on their own. And it's the second one. They're the standalone line, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Great. Well, my last but very important question. You work in skincare and not just skincare, but in beauty, this wonderful line that you have created. But what are the most essential steps in skincare? If you were to narrow them down to just 3, because we have those days when we slip in and then we have a meeting that we need to be in 15 minutes and we need to look fabulous, or we have to drop off kids or something. And you want to look great. And for those days, if you were to choose just a few steps to make to do, what would they be?
Well, with skincare, it's pretty simple to me. It's cleanse, treat, moisturize. So, pick a great cleanser. I use our Juice Beauty Green Apple brightening cleanser in the morning. It just is a beautiful wake-up cleanser. I use our Stem Cellular cleansing oil, or 2-in-1 cleanser at night. That really removes makeup nicely. So cleanse, and then in the morning, treat with your favorite serum. I either use our Green Apple Age Defy serum or our Stem Cellular Booster serum. And, after you cleanse, you want to let your serum soak in for a minute. And that's your concentrated vitamin dose. It's like taking your daily vitamin and really letting, that serum soak in for a minute. So maybe while you're letting that serum soak in, brush your teeth or something, and then lastly, moisturize. So cleanse, treat, moisturize. In the morning, use an SPF moisturizer if you're just going super quick. I use in the morning our Stem Cellular tinted CC creams because they're SPF 30, of course, with zinc, of course, reef safe. No apple benzene, no oxybenzone, none of the chemical sunscreens. So, if I'm in a hurry, I'll just put on our Stem Cellular tinted moisturizer. And I don't even bother to put on foundation if I'm in a really hurry. At night, cleanse, treat, moisturize, and then I might put on a foundation or something if we're going out. But cleanse, treat, moisturize. And of course, at night, you wouldn't put on an SPF. You'd use the night moisturizer or a richer moisturizer. So I use either our Green Apple Age Defy moisturizer or our Stem Cellular moisturizer. But of course, now I'm hooked on a Signal Peptide serum. So yikes.
Oh, that serum is incredible. Like it really is incredible. Now, here's another thing that I don't think too many people know about, that Juice Beauty is not just skincare, but you have a full line of actual makeup and very, very beautiful makeup too. It's also all clean, right?
Correct. We follow the same standards of over 70% total organic content, which is the law in the United States. And then everything else in it is clean, pure, natural, etc. We also use the same type of food grade preservatives, so the same type of things that you would eat in a food bar or something. And then we really help pioneer plant pigments. So we have these vibrant blushes and lip and just beautiful products that are, we got the vibrant colors from plant pigments. So sustainably sourced crushed roses, aubergine. In our mascara, which won Best Mascara and Glamour, we have the deep black comes from the deep purple and purple carrot, and then the black and argan husks. So we are a little crazy, and so
in the best way. The best way.
And and Gwyneth, we came out with a makeup with Gwyneth, and she wanted red carpet ready. And she wore a lot of our makeup for her wedding. So it just is so exciting to us when we see that on people on the red carpet, and we always do. There's always some makeup artist that posts for the Golden Globes and hopefully the Oscars coming up this weekend, and special events in their lives. So it's exciting.
So in your makeup, one of the biggest challenges that we faced when we were researching different natural products are the two things. One is the long wear, so wearability, and two was a particular challenging one is the mascara, because you can find different mascaras that are plenty natural, but they either do the job as far as elongating your lashes and like thickening, doing the effect, but they don't stay,
Right.
or they will stay but not do really anything different. How did you manage to achieve both?
Well, it's funny. Years ago, I said I will never do a mascara or deodorant organically because I thought it's impossible years ago. And now look at all the beautiful clean deodorants out and everything, which is nice. But the mascara was the hardest product to formulate. And I'm telling you, our chemists, I drove everybody crazy. Gwyneth drove everyone crazy trying to get the quality. And because, everyone is so particular, and rightly so, about their mascara, because it's something you wear almost every day. And so to formulate mascara without coal tar, carbon black, animal glue, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, was very, very, very difficult. We actually found a form of hypoallergenic pine resin to kind of get it to stay on. We, again, I mentioned the blacks that we use from Purple Carrot and argan. We put vitamin E in it so it would condition the lashes and stay soft, and we used organic aloe. So it took us forever, and I can't even tell you how many renditions. Of course, it's not a waterproof mascara, but I don't know very many people that wear those anymore. But it is a great.
I'll tell you, it holds up to tears.
It does. I wear it all day, and maybe a slight touch up if you've had it on, for 8 hours or 10 hours or something. But the fun thing about it too is because it has organic aloe and vitamin E in it, is you can, if you want to do a little touch up at night, like just put a little eye cream on if you have a flake or two, and a little of our phytopigments concealer, and then you can do another layer or even another layer at night, because it's it really conditions your lashes. And I know we've all had that time when you want to put another layer on and your lashes crack. And it's like, oh, I hated those mascaras, So ours just does not do that. You can layer away.
That is, it is true. I'll second all of it. And like I said, holds up to tears, so it doesn't run.
That's awesome.
What are your 3 favorite products from your makeup line?
Oh my gosh, I have a full bag. Well, let me just start. So complexion.
Okay, then name your favorite.
Well, no, I have a whole bag full. Okay, so for complexion would be our Phytopigments foundation, serum foundation. I love it. We have a beautiful youth cream compact foundation, but I love, love, love our serum foundation. It's a light serum, and I layer it over our CC creams and moisturizers. I just love it. It gives you medium to full coverage. You can build it. I just, and I was never a foundation girl, ever, because they didn't look good. And this just makes you look like you have just flawless skin without foundation. It's beautiful. So that for complexion is probably my favorite, although I love our concealers and all that, but the serum foundation is my fave. For eye, probably the mascara would be my favorite, although I love our eye. We have this new very cool liquid eyeliner. And then for lips, I love our liquid lip. It's a stain, and they're the ones that are curated after Gwyneth's friends, Reese, Chelsea, Kate, Cameron, etc. But they're just beautiful, beautiful lip stains, and they're stains, so they, it goes on like a lip gloss, but then it dries down. I don't know. It's tied with our lip crayons, which are more moisturizing. Yeah, so there you go. See, I can't narrow anything down.
Okay, then do more. What highlight the ones that are your favorite? What do you use?
Okay, so here's after my skincare, I will, if I'm have meetings or pictures or something, over my tinted CC cream, I will layer on Phytopigments Serum Foundation, and my shade is Natural Tan. I actually got a shade matched to me, which is very cool. And then after my eye cream, I will, our Phytopigments concealer just melts right in. I use that in cream, I think it is. Cream, yes. And then I might, if there's a little spots for touch up on my face, I might take a little of our Stand one shade darker concealer and touch up. Now this is when I'm going out, of course. I don't do this every. And then our makeup artist finishing complexion, then with cheeks. I love our Last Looks cream blush, but hurry up because those things sell out every 5 minutes. I use either Flush or Peony. And then moving on to the eyes after, I've done the concealer. I dust my lids with our translucent powder, which our makeup artist taught me. And a little bit of the powder will fall on your lashes, which really makes any mascara just hug and hold and fills it a little, which I love.
That's a good trick.
Yeah, it's really nice. And it just kind of brightens a little bit. Before I do the mascara, I'll do our our eyeliner. And I use our pencil eyeliner. But I know the younger girls are really, really hooked on our liquid liner, which we put a little henna in to make it stay, which is super cool. So, and then I put our mascara on, and then I use our Brow Envy gel, and I use medium shade. So, yeah, it's a process when you have to go out, boy. And then, of course, finishing off with a lip. But, when you do it, you've done it so long, it just kind of goes pretty quickly. But I think the big change for me as I've gotten a little bit older is just really settling into our beautiful Phytopigment Serum Foundation. Because, again, I was a skincare junkie, but I was never a foundation girl. And I'm addicted to it now. I love it.
I love it too. And I'm just listening. I'm like, didn't know that you had that, even because you have a big variety
well, we're
of
gonna
products.
have to shade match you and get you your right shade.
Thank you so much, Karen. It's been, thank you so much for your time. It's been absolutely wonderful to hear from you. There's so many things that I've learned today that I did not know. But I'm sure that there is more that we can discover. So one last thing that you would want to leave our listeners with?
Wellness. It's what I've dedicated my life to, which is either wellness for humans, wellness for the planet, just wellness in general, which organic living, you can have fun with it. As you know, because you've dedicated your whole blog and your business to it, but it just creates a more fun, passionate, healthy lifestyle.
That way you said that you can have fun with it, because sometimes it feels, and that's a very strong message, because sometimes it feels like it's a chore, like you have to choose better because it's better and you want to choose what's best. But there were times, especially in the earlier years when we were discovering this, I just felt at some point like, well, you have to choose fun or good for you, but you don't. Mm-hmm. You can have fun.
That's exactly right. And I hope I've tried to show people that over the last, 40 years, 38 or 39 years of dedicating my life to this, in that, when you live that way, first of all, if you're living, with beautiful organic skincare, your skin will glow from Juice Beauty. But if you are really helping the planet, you feel better about it, you feel better about future generations. And if you're exercising and eating well, you glow more, mm-hmm. and you have more energy. Mm-hmm. You have a lot more energy. I mean, one question I'm always asked is, oh my God, how have you, this is your third business, and how are you still you get so excited about everything? And it's just like, it comes from within. And I think because I've always exercised every morning and eaten and try to eat well. Of course, I gorge on chocolate and everything like everybody else does once in a while, but because it's fun. But that's what gives you the energy and everything to just kind of be, a really interested and interesting, hopefully, person, and really put that glow out into the world.
Thank you. I love that. Thank you so much. And we will talk later. Thank you so much again.
I wish you still lived up here. All right. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for tuning in. You can find Living Notes on Instagram @Living Notes and on the web at www.living-notes.com.